Hey, what's up, family and friends? Welcome back to my channel, Chef Colin, aka Short Boss, Better Taste Kitchen. And today I'm gonna make you guys some pot roast chicken alongside some potato gratin. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so for my pot roast chicken, fresh herbs, I got some rosemary, and I got some fresh thyme. And then for my dry seasoning, I got like half teaspoon of cumin. I got half teaspoon of ginger powder, half teaspoon black pepper. I got half teaspoon of dry cilantro, half teaspoon of seasoned salt, Lorry, half teaspoon of onion powder, half teaspoon of ginger, garlic, and pimento mixed together, and I got like half teaspoon of browning just to give the chicken a little bit of color. Of onion powder, which I think I said already. Okay, and then over here you could see I got baby carrots, and I got some fingerling potato, and that's part of the ingredients for my pot roast chicken. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and start to season my meat with all my dry seasoning that I told you about before, my powder seasoning. So what I do, I combine all the season together, but first I'm gonna wet it with a little olive oil. Olive oil is healthy, so you can't go wrong using your olive oil. And then I'm gonna go ahead and season the chicken all over. If you notice guys, I cut my chicken breast up to here so I can get inside, so the season can get all over inside the chicken. So I'm just gonna go ahead, just rub a little of that browning. It's like gravy master. So who don't know about browning, some people probably not familiar with browning. It's the same thing as gravy master, you know. So just to give my meat a little bit color. So my chicken, don't forget to make your chicken at least sit for half an hour to get well soaked, marinate, and so all the season could, like, you know, sit inside of the chicken. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let this sit, cover him up, put him in the fridge for half an hour and let it sit. Okay guys, I got like here a small bag of fingerling potato, and it's gluten-free, and this is like 2 pounds, but I'm not gonna use the whole thing. So, and some of them is a little bit big, so what I'm gonna do is cut them in like halves. Cut these in halves because some of them are a little bit big, and I haven't washed them as yet. So and even though the chicken is already seasoned and all of that, I'm still gonna tip off these with a little bit of seasoning just so they could taste seasoned and flavorful, because they are part of the dish too, so you could actually eat them like that. So either you clean up whatever you see that you don't like, and then you wash them, and they just want to season them just maybe with a little salt and olive oil. That's it. Yeah, and also I have some baby carrot, as I told you before. So these, all you have to do is just wash them. If you see anything that look inappropriate, you just like clean them off. Same thing, just gonna put them with the fingerling potatoes. Add a little bit more. That's it. So then now I'm gonna go ahead and wash these, and then sprinkle them with a little olive oil and salt separately. All right. The gratin, I have like 2 pounds of potatoes right here, and then I have half stick of unsalted butter, less than 1 tablespoon of fresh thyme, half tablespoon of black pepper, and half tablespoon of salt. And I have some half and half, you could see some half and half cream here, and I'm going to use 2 cups of that. And as over here you could see I have mozzarella cheese shredded, and I have Gruyere cheese alongside with some Swiss shredded inside, and that's going to be the recipe. And I have 2 cloves of garlic. I'm going to chop them, mince, and that's it. So yes guys, that's it. Okay guys, so for your potato gratin, you could either use a knife or you could use a mandolin, and I'm going to show you how I go ahead and slice these. But I'm going to use the mandolin because it's much easier. If you don't have a mandolin, you could use a knife. You know, some people you could like cut them with a knife like this, like slice, you know, about the thickness of this. But I'm going to use the mandolin because it do it better for me. So you could just hold the potato like this and use the mandolin. So not too thick, not too thin. This layer is pretty much good. So yeah, go ahead and slice these up. Okay guys, so for me, my gratin, I wanna put a little salt to season them because they're gonna go layer by layer inside my Pyrex dish. So I want to season them because you know potato take a little salt for you to really taste the flavor of it. So this is a teaspoon of salt that I had here. So I'm gonna do, make sure toss them. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my heavy cream, my half and half, heat it up, 1 cup, two cup, okay, 2 cup. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add in my butter, add in every my black pepper, my salt. Okay, so you see my milk is heating up and my butter is started to melt. So I'm gonna add in my 2 pegs of garlic that I told you about before. I just put it inside. You could put it in the potato, you could put it in the milk with the butter. It's optional. So I'm putting it inside here. Okay, see my butter is melting too. First, you're gonna lay down potatoes, layer by layers. Have to be in an accurate way, but you know, just layer by layers, layer by layers. Okay. Okay, that's the first layer. And this amount of cheese that I get the small bag. So this is like 1 cup, as you can see. This is 1 cup of mozzarella, and the same thing over here. This is 1 cup of mozzarella, and the same thing over here. You have 1 cup of Gruyere alongside with a little Swiss cheese. But you doesn't have to use the exact same thing. You use whatever cheese you want to use. It's optional. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and lay cheese. Okay, not gonna use the whole thing. After you lay cheese, you just wanna, that thyme that I told you about, I'm gonna put some fresh thyme. Fresh herbs always go good. And then you wanna put some of that mozzarella cheese too. And then The same thing go along. Layers of layers. Make sure every layer you coat it with cheese. So you see I'm putting more potatoes. More potatoes. Then I'm gonna lay it with cheese and go all the way to the top. It's a continuing situation, okay? So guys, after I come to the last layer, as you could see, I'm gonna coat it with some cheese. Not too much because I'm still gonna want to save some of that cheese for a finishing touch, okay? Just a little cheese because I'm gonna save the rest of the cheese to coat him off when I'm almost finished bake. Okay guys, so I'm gonna add in my my milk with the butter, and then you're gonna go right inside that oven. Okay guys, as you can see, my oven is at 400 degrees, and I'm gonna bake my potato gratin for an hour and 15 minutes. So you will see how it come out when it finish. So let it bake. Okay, bake away. So guys, my 1 hour come to a complete. So it's not fully finished. I'm gonna coat him off with some cheese, with the rest of that cheese. So I'm gonna coat him off with the rest of that cheese and put him back for another 15 minutes. So as you could see, it's cooked, but I'm gonna give it 15 more minutes after I coat it with all this rest of this cheese. And then slide him in back, and then once it have that nice cheese melted all over it, then I'm gonna take it out. Make sure you get cheese all over it. It's like you're making a macaroni and cheese dish. Baked macaroni and cheese. Okay guys, see how lovely that is. It smells so good too guys. Okay guys, so as you could see, my potato gratin, that 15 minutes extra that I told you, is complete. And look at it. This is what I'm looking for. Nice and beautiful guys. Look at that. Lovely. Look how lovely that is. Oh my god, can't wait to taste it. So I'm gonna let that sit and cool before I serve it up. So you have to let it sit and cool, like room temperature or a little bit less, and then I serve it up with the chicken. Okay guys, so for my pot roast chicken, I'm just gonna add a little tip of olive oil to the bottom, not too much, just a little bit to grease it. Okay, and then I'm gonna add my chicken. Even though I tell you it's pot roast, I could start it on the oven and finish it off inside the oven. I could start it on top of the stove and then finish it off inside the oven. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it right inside this pot. Okay, and then just gonna keep the fire on a low temperature, make it slow cook, like a medium. So all that juice, this is the flavor. All that juice, you wanna get it. All that juice. Okay, and then you cover it. Remember, I don't put in my potato, my fresh herbs, which is rosemary, thyme. I don't put in my carrot and my fingerling potatoes yet. It's not time for that yet. Okay, so I'm gonna check the color of my chicken on that side. Okay, nice, not sticking, beautiful. Looking for a nice color before I turn him. As I say, you could also do this on top of the stove, or you could also put it in the oven. So this is going to take approximately 1 hour and at least 20 minutes. Okay, it's not something that you rush. You can rush this. Okay, this is quality right here. So let me go ahead and see if this is ready to turn. Yeah, I'm gonna flip him on the other side, the breast side. Look at that. Look at that nice pot roast looking color. Honey caramelized. Oh my god. Can't wait for the finishing. So guys, both sides are of not caramelized looking color. So what I'm gonna go ahead and add in the fresh herbs, the fingerling potatoes, and the baby carrots. Around it like that. Around and around and around. Around and around. Even that juice, pour it all over it too. Yeah. And as I said, I'm gonna finish it off in the oven, so it's not complete as yet. And then I had to add half cup of white wine, so I'm not ready for that part yet. And like half stick of butter, which is unsalted. Okay, so yeah, it's coming along, guys. Okay guys, so I'm gonna finish it off inside the oven, my pot roast chicken, and I'm not gonna cover it because I want to get some more brighter caramelized looking color. So I'm gonna add in my butter and my half cup of white wine inside now. Okay, so first put the butter. That's gonna dissolve and melt. And then my cup of white wine, just gonna pour it around and all over it. And then it's up like another half an hour inside the oven, and then it's good to go. All right, so bake away. Nice. Okay guys, so after 1 hour and 15 minutes, I could see my chicken is fully cooked. Look at the vegetables, well cooked and have a nice amount of juice, and that's my roasted chicken right there. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and plate you guys up some food. So is your pot roast chicken with your fingerling potatoes, some baby carrot, and your potato gratin, and there you have. Go ahead and try out this recipe. It is very good, guys. Trust me, you're gonna love it. And if you like what you see, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Better Taste Kitchen _.